The March 25th, 2014 meeting of the Recreation and Education Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Dr. Carbone? Here. Vice Chairman Gamina?
Here.
Mr. Gamble? Present. Ms. Rivera? Here. Chairwoman Valerio is excused. President Adair? Here.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Mr. Gregory, come on up. Sure.
Yeah, I gave a card to the chairman of a person with the Rochester Historical Society. I think some of you are familiar with the work that I've done, especially on the county redistricting, and also I did some work on state redistricting. But a long time ago, I also had a little conversation, got some information out to a judge who was up in Syracuse at the time with the Indian lands claim case that was before, I think it was about 10, maybe 12 years ago. And the bit of information came out of the archives of the Rochester Historical Society. I know for myself, when I do research, when I build documents and that there, I use a local history section quite a bit. But a correlate of that, half of that collection, or actually the greater part of the collection that's up in local history, is maintained and owned by the Rochester Historical Society. Any of you who have been up to that, to our library, the library which the county has charged for, is aware that about half of the second floor is now occupied by the Historical Society. And the collection that they have actually is of a high value to the public, and also very high value to researchers like myself. There's a lot of stuff found in the old diaries and the old scrapbooks and that basically have has pertinence to cases or issues that come before us even to this day. Anyhow, I spoke with the woman up there and told her that I would pass along her card. I think they need something about $18,000. I don't know what you can do, but I know that as a legislative body, you can make a lot of manipulations and quite budgetary shifts in that there. And my suggestion, anyhow, would be to at least contact them, find out what they need. And I think it would be in the county's interest if we do everything we can possibly do to keep the Historical Society at that location. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gregory. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the December 17, 2013 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business.
Referral 14-0129, acceptance of a grant.
It's moved by Legislator Carbone and seconded by Legislator and President Adair. Is there any discussion? Mr. Gamble.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration. This organization has been doing work on these trails since I guess I've been in the ledge meeting. It's grown through the chair, through the administration. What are the fees that they're charging for their membership? Do we have that information? The ridge runners, the creek snowmobile, the development, maintenance of the trails. I know they were charging a fee for that. Excuse me, through the chair to the department. Do we have those figures, sir?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, the department doesn't keep those records. We act as a pass-through agent for this state grant. The money that's passed through is derived from snowmobile registrations, and it's a formula grant. They submit the lane miles that they, trail miles that they maintain, goes to the state, and then the state uses us as the pass-through for the money.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 14-0130, authorized contracts.
Moved by Moved by President Adair, seconded by Legislator Carbone. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, at this point, I'd like to make a motion to offer an amendment for this referral.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion at this time? Yes. Oh, it's being actually, hold on one second, Legislator Carbone. Sorry.
It's a little Adams, though. That's all right. He's anxious.
I'm excited about this amendment.
Me too.
Thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Carbone.
I believe we received a memo this afternoon about a clerical error from Assistant County Executive Bill Napier. May I request through the chair that he take a moment to explain this?
Yes, through the chair. We seek to change the referral as submitted to indicate the change of location with regards to the Rochester City Rib Festival that was traditionally held at Ontario Beach Park to Genesee Valley Park. The Parks Director probably could speak more to the reason for the move, but I believe that has to do with the construction project that's currently underway at Ontario Beach Park and the call for its relocation. And in addition to that, the referral indicated that the money derived from that function would be placed in the Genesee Valley Park Trust Fund. But instead, we're requesting that that be put into the Horticultural Division Trust Fund.
Any other discussion? Yes. Legislator Rivera.
Through the chair to the administration, you just said that the funds would be deposited into the new fund. Why the change?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, the Genesee Valley Park Trust Fund has not been created yet, so we needed a place to put those money.
And one more question, through the chair to the administration, how much revenue did we receive from these events last year?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, for the Pride Picnic, we received $1,804.30. For the 10 Ugly Men, we received $2,868.25. There were no summer concert series last year. Big City, the Big Rib Barbecue and Blues Fest was $4,287. Rock City Rib Fest, $9,261.50. Rockport Rotary Barbecue and Music Fest, $2,349. And that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion on Legislator Gamble?
Yeah, through the chair to the administration. The reason you say we're relocating is because of construction. Is this just a one-time thing, or are we going to possibly looking at having this function here permanently and sending the funds to this account on a permanent basis?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, that's a great question. The construction definitely caused that change in location for this year. Ontario Beach Park, as you know, is being impacted by the harbor construction that the city of Rochester is doing down at Charlotte. We're down to just under 800 usable parking spaces there, and we've had to severely curtail our summer activities for events down at the park and try not to create too much congestion for the neighborhood. So that really precipitated the move down to Genesee Valley. I know that the organizers are very excited about the new location and would like to make that the permanent home of the Rock City Rib Fest. And I guess we're going to take a wait and see attitude this year, but I'm very excited about it as well. I think it would be a great venue for the Rib Fest.
Thank you. Thank you. And through the chair, will it still the funds still be going to the new what's that? The horticultural fund?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, the Hort Trust Fund is really a catch-all trust fund that we deposit quite a bit of donations into, and is used for horticultural programs throughout the park system. We would direct the monies that are collected from this event into Genesee Valley Park, but we hope to have a referral to the legislature within the next month or two to create a Genesee Valley Trust Fund that those monies would go into next year.
Thank you very much.
Any other discussion on the amendment? All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed? Amendment passes. Now to the main motion. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Are there any other, actually, yes, there are. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the memo from Patty Utaro in your folders. Starting this year, Patty will be giving the legislators a quarterly update on the Monroe County Library System, and this will be presented to Rec and Ed members first. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no, Legislator Gamble.
You, through the chair, could the administration give us some insight on the situation with the Dome Arena? Is it still our issue, or still with us, or could we get some update on that? Is anyone? Thank you.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, as you know, the Fair and Recreation Association is a private not-for-profit organization. That is their property. They're handling the sale. I know what you know from reading news accounts.
Thank you very much, sir.
Any other matters? There being no unfinished business, the March 25th, 2014 meeting of the Recreation and Education Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of Rec and Ed is scheduled for April 22nd, 2014 at 5:30 p.m.